Whoa, it's 30 seconds left until the stream starts. I know, it's scary. Whoa. What signed you out? Ah. Four, three, two, one. We're live. Yes, we're live. Yeah, since I'm useless for that. Go. Yes. No, it could be twice a week or once every 2 weeks. It's once every 2 weeks. Great start. You might be mute. Huh? You are currently mute in the stream. Talk. Technical difficulties. Okay, now you're good. Now you're good.
I'm good?
Yep.
Oh, wait, let me, I have it on my phone.
I had the output device set to my speakers instead of my headphones, and so nothing's going to the speakers. They're going
Okay, I hear it. Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, let's do that again.
Okay. Well, you
Hello, everyone.
that since
We're gonna redo that all over again.
yeah. So Alex.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Boat Tech News. It's a bi-weekly tech. Okay, no, we're not doing this all. I have a pimple right there, and I don't like it. All right, anyway.
Summary: bi-weekly, 2 times a week, or once every 2 weeks. It's once every 2 weeks though, so come back.
So I need to make a video on this, but you may have noticed something slightly different.
Oh yes.
I don't have my original headphones. My headphones are now red. They're not pink. Red. They're red headphones. They're not pink.
Red,
not pink. Red. They're red.
Hashtag red, not pink in the chat.
They may be pink. And I have sad news. These are my headphones, and they have broken.
Oof. Oh wow. They're not in good shape.
No, they've broken. Here, let me do it this way so you can read the text. They are pretty broken. And I'm gonna take my headphones off. I won't be able to hear you for a second. but they
Duck Bomb
whoa,
says
they
hashtag
they
pink
they
not
are
red.
pretty broken. So
So
I've had these
Duck Bomb
headphones.
said in the chat hashtag pink not red.
Hashtag rip headphones. Hashtag I see hashtag pink no red. Um, so I have two options. I have three options. Duct tape. These headphones are pretty old, as you can tell. I think these are at least. I think these are upcoming to be 4 years old. I got them for Christmas 4 years ago. Um, Luckily, my sister got the same pair, just pink. It's a good thing they look red because I can say they're red. And she never uses it. And I just went into her room. I said, "Hey, give me your headphones. I need it." And she just gave it to me. So I'm lucky for that. So for now on, I'm gonna be having pink red headphones. um, until or like I can get a new pair of headphones, which is probably gonna happen.
My eye is twitching all over.
Um. Anyway,
Okay.
so today
So what
is
kind of stories do you have for us today, Alex?
I have many stories. So
How many stories? How
I
many
have the amount of stories as you do brain cells.
So none?
3.
Oh, okay.
I usually always have 3.
I have
For halftime.
4.
Okay. For halftime, we have a special guest coming in. I'm not going to say who it is. It's not Luke. It was supposed to be Luke, and he's being a baby, and he's not doing it no more. So we're going to have someone else come in. He's supposed to come in around 8 o'clock for me. So in about 45 minutes. And in fact, I'm going to text him and make sure he's ready. So anyway, let's begin. So many of you know that I have 3 weeks ago, I have done the dreaded FORTNITE stream.
Yay.
Yay. I have 2 articles that relate to FORTNITE. Should I start with the Minecraft or the Steam article? I'm going to start with heads or tails. Minecraft. I'm going to start with the Minecraft. So,
yes.
FORTNITE is creating a Minecraft-like creative mode, and it launches tomorrow. So, today's December 5th, 2018. It's going to be launching tomorrow. FORTNITE is making a new mode, so it's not going to be that boring anymore. Special guest, oh no. Today, developer Epic unveiled, I'm sorry, I have a pimple right here. FORTNITE Creative, a mode that is coming as part of the game's 7th season.
Oof.
From the sounds of it, Creative is an expansion of the previous Playground mode, putting an emphasis. Wow. Emphasis on building rather than battling. Think of it like Minecraft, but on the FORTNITE island. Yes.
Minecraft
Oh no,
on a
FORTNITE.
Island. Why not just play Minecraft?
Why not just not play FORTNITE and do something else?
Sounds like a good plan.
Doesn't it? Design games, race around the island, battle your friends in new ways, and build your dream FORTNITE. Epic wrote in a blog post. It's all happening on your own private island where everything you make is saved. You can get a better sense of what you can do in the game in the trailer above. All right, no one cares about the trailer above. And my phone is vibrating. So, as I will get into my later article, FORTNITE is trying to take over America.
Yay.
I'm not gonna hoist into that too much until the second article, but the way that I see it, FORTNITE is trying to take over America's economy.
Yay.
Like this.
Finally.
There might be just taking over the economy in general. They're snaking into things, and they're gonna do it, and then people, places like The Verge, which is where I get a lot of my articles from.
Ouch.
They displace them on it, and I think the Andrew Webster who wrote this, I think did he do the other one? No, a lot of people from The Verge I think hate FORTNITE completely. So they're always gonna make these hate FORTNITEs, and that's why I love The Verge.
Nobody loves The Verge.
Really? I love The Verge.
Did you
I mean,
did you hear
I
about
don't
their
love The
whole
Verge, but that's where I get most of my articles from.
did you hear about their whole video thing?
No, I did not.
Their P They put out
Uh-oh.
a PC build
Wait, wait,
video
wait. Oh yeah, yeah.
and
Okay,
it
I heard
was
about that. I heard
horrible.
about that.
Yeah.
I heard about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Don't follow that video.
My God.
It's
I remember
annoying in
that.
every way.
Anyway, was that really The Verge?
Yeah, it was. It was
Okay.
bad.
All right. Well, people suck anyway. Um. Well, okay. Anyway, whatever. No, that's not it. So, the mode launches tomorrow, but it will be limited at first. Epic says that it'll be free at launch for everyone who has purchased a battle pass. So, people who have wasted their money to get the game are the only people that get to do this. Then on December 13th, the mode will be open for everyone, and the news comes just a day after Epic also unveiled an ambitious new PC and Mac. Oh crap! All right, whatever. Epic also unveiled an ambitious new PC and Mac game
Alex,
store that looks to be a major competitor for Steam, and that's my other article. Yes, Holden, would you like to share?
I'm. I don't know. Uh, sounds boring.
Alex, I don't know. What? Click the wrong thing. So I just accidentally
Exploded water.
revealed what
Um,
my next Fortnite article is, but oh well.
I exploded water all over myself.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you won't die.
Yet.
Very true. Very, very true. Anyway,
Oof.
I feel like that went a hell of a lot quicker than I thought it was going to.
Uh-huh. I mean, we're already 13 minutes in, though, so it's not like
I
it's...
just saw that mouse scroll across my camera, Holden.
Huh?
Oh, I just watched you spill water on yourself.
Yeah.
Boy, we're not even
Okay.
15 minutes in.
So, should I take on an article now?
Go right ahead. The
Okay.
candles.
So, um, Apple or Ryzen?
Oh, are you gonna do both eventually?
Yes.
All right, just get the Apple one out of the damn way.
Okay. So, this guy found a way to use Apple's Mac OS software, the operating system that all Macs run on nowadays, on an iPad Pro, like one of the new iPad Pros, and apparently it works very well.
Hmm.
So, he essentially used a Mac Mini and used that to put the software on to the iPad Pro. So he like took the image file and put it through iTunes and put it in the operating system for the iPad.
Okay.
And so, gets the mouse and keyboard, and then he can run everything that a Mac can, just on an iPad.
Wow,
So
a Mac can actually do things?
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
All right, you're gonna need to give me a second because our special guest star is communicating with me right now.
Okay, if this article says all of Mac OS from the Finder app to Safari. It's like File Explorer and a web browser. That's everything everybody uses. Yep. And also iPad specific functions like the Apple Pencil and the touchscreen still work. So basically, it's the first Mac that works as a tablet too, and has a touchscreen. First Mac with
Okay.
a touchscreen, basically. And yeah, it just works. And then there's of course all this stuff, dongle with the USB-C to a display out and all that stuff. But yeah, do you have anything to add now?
Well, actually, I do.
Okay.
You said that this is the first time that Mac has put a touchscreen. What did you say? Touchscreen on the Mac?
Well,
I heard that.
it's the first way to run macOS with a touchscreen.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
At least on an Apple device, you can make a Hackintosh.
So tell this guy. Oh yeah, Hackintosh. I was actually thinking about doing a Hackintosh. Did you know when I built when I was first thinking about building my PC, I didn't know. Well, I mean, this was a few years ago, but I didn't know how adding the OS onto the PC worked.
Hmm.
So I thought like when you loaded the PC for the first time, it told you what to use, like Windows, Mac, and Linux. And like I honestly was gonna put Mac into it and
Ouch.
learn how to use it. Like this is way
Ouch.
before I knew that Apple sucked.
Hmm.
Um, and then I learned that it's not quite that simple. um, and yeah, that's when I learned about Hackatoshes. Um,
Yeah.
anyway, yeah,
So
that's all I need.
apparently, the main limitation of the setup is the Wi-Fi because you don't have Ethernet. Um, and the Mac Mini and the iPad Pro have to be running on the same network, and so if you have bad Wi-Fi, it's bad lag, ick, yucky. And
Yucky.
also audio from the thing doesn't come through. It stays through the Mac Mini. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this guy should work for Apple and show him a thing or two. All right. Well, we're 20 minutes in. We're done 2 articles.
Yep.
Yay.
I have three more that I could pull up like just on a whim, but if we needed to. But I don't
All
have
right.
time.
Well, I'm gonna wait.
What?
My gosh,
You can't
I'm
talk
going
during
to.
can you?
I can never talk during boat, can I? Like really? Um, I'm gonna take the the other Fortnite one. I'm gonna save that till after halftime.
I
Um,
was gonna say
I'm
you
gonna
should
talk.
do your non-Fortnite.
I'm gonna do my only non-Fortnite one. So, NVIDIA's 1080 Ti's and 1080s, right?
Hmm.
Um, I'm sure you've all heard of them before. It's NVIDIA's new lineup of graphics cards that they're introducing after the 10 series. And from the internet, they are extremely good. And we all foresaw,
Wait, so this is
foresaw
leaked AMD graphics card specs?
leaked. Shut up. Let me explain this first.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, then AMD's had a lot of leaks recently.
AMD has.
One of mine is
Um,
about Ryzen leaks.
so obviously, like I was saying, um, when they're gonna do something this big, their main competitor is going to add competition, and that's exactly what AMD did. This article
Yay.
was released 12 hours ago. AMD Navi, which I have heard of before,
Hmm.
it released 380, 370, and 360 specs and prices leak against the RTX 2070, the GTX 1070, and the GTX 1060 challengers. Um, yeah. So this is actually kind of interesting. I saw this and I was like, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. AMD is allegedly readying 3 brand new graphics cards based on its upcoming 7 nanometer Navi graphics architecture, which we have talked about in a previous Bowtech news. I don't know when, but we have talked about this. And if the leak courtesy of Adored TV is accurate, they're going to sell like hotcakes. The venerable YouTuber also dropped a massive leak earlier today detailing the specs and prices of AMD's upcoming 7 nanometer Ryzen 3000 series lineup, including a 16 core, 32 thread monster 3850X CPU with a 5.1 gigahertz boost clock. You can find all the details here. Oh, okay, that paragraph alone, just like, yes, Duck Bomb is the special guest. That paragraph alone is insane. But anyway, that's not the focus of this article. With that out of the way, let's get into what AMD's graphics division allegedly has in store for us at CES over a month from now. It's important to point out that none of these alleged specifications, performance claims, or prices have been confirmed in any way, shape, or form. Take this universe, you unverified leak. As with any other with a grain of salt. How do I get universe from unverified?
I don't know.
Yeah, Holden, we're doing this earlier. Um, AMD's next generation Navi family will initially be compromised of three members. Okay, anyway, no one cares about this. We want to know the
Comprised.
prices. We want to know the prices first.
Uh-huh. I just got totally off track.
Yeah,
'Cause
all right, so
I heard a timer going off in my room, and I don't know where it
oh,
was coming from.
all right, anyway, AMD Ryzen 3000 specs and price leak up to 16 cores,
Wait,
32
wait,
threads
wait,
at
wait.
5.1 gigahertz.
That's mine.
Shh. Okay, well, never mind. I'll shut up about that.
Okay. Well, let's do
Uh,
that one next then.
yeah, sure thing.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
with being said, wait, I'm not done.
okay.
I'm not even close to done. I'm still
Oh,
reading.
okay. Okay. So you
With,
still got stuff going. Okay. So it
yeah,
didn't take you
I
like
was kind of
2 minutes to
communicating
get
with
through it.
you, and then you weren't there.
Yeah, I was dead.
With that being said, the RX 3080 will allegedly feature the company's upcoming Navi 10 GPU built on TSMC's 7 nanometer FinFET process paired with 8 gigabytes of GDDR6 RAM with a TDP rating of 150 watts and a price tag of $250.
Ouch.
The RX 3080 occupies the mid-range sweet spot that we've seen gamers overwhelmingly gravitate toward every generation.
Did you
Okay,
just
let's.
say RTX 3080?
I don't have the qualifications to be in this anymore. You know what? I'm going back to Canada. See you later. You have.
Going back to Canada?
I stepped on something when I did that. All right, let's break that down. The RX, thank you, 3080 will allegedly feature upcoming Navi 10 and GPU built on TSMC 7 nanometer FinFET process. Okay, that discard. That means nothing. Paired with 8 gigabytes of GDDR, not 4, not 5, GDDR6 RAM.
Yummy.
With a TDP rating of fairly low 150 watts. Fairly low.
Mm-hmm.
With a price tag of $250.
Yeet. Ow. My eye
A
is
1070 right now costs $350.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, obviously, like this is just the price. This isn't. Okay, well, there's something being shot at. Anyway, I'm getting way off track. So AMD Radeon RX 3070 is 200 with 8 gigabytes GDR6 at 120 watt TDP, and the Vega 50 it equals what? That makes no sense. All right, well I'm not reading that no more.
Wait, what did you?
Uh,
What were you? What?
I don't know.
Okay.
Graphic card, GPU, VRAM, TDP, performance class. That does not help me. So where's the specs? Where are the specs? This is specs and prices leak, but it only has prices. Oh wait a minute. Okay, so it competes. All right, so a Radeon RX 3080 with the Navi 10 that I mentioned, I told you not to worry about. It competes with the RTX 2070 or the GTX 1080.
Okay.
The AMD Radeon RX 3070, so not the 3080, the 3070 Navi 12 competes with a GTX 2060 or a 1070. GTX 2060, what? I think that's a typo. The Radeon RX 3060, so the 3080, the 3070, the 3060 now, competes with the GTX 2050 or the 1060. This one does not have this one uses a 75 TDP, 75 watt TDP with no power connectors. It does not need a connector, but anyway, so yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. GPUs coming from AMD.
New GPUs coming from AMD. We all seen this. I'm pretty sure we've heard of Navi before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure we've heard of that. I've definitely talked about the 7 nanometer graphics architecture before. I know I have. I usually am fairly up to date when it comes to AMD crap.
Okay, so on to Ryzen.
Go right ahead.
Okay, so AMD Ryzen 3000 chip. So this is the ones that would be coming next year, probably April-ish. Could have up to 16 cores and a 5.1 gigahertz turbo frequency on the consumer platform. So not
Hey,
the
this
desktop.
sounds familiar.
I don't think it does.
I literally just talked about this.
Oh, from you.
I'm making a joke.
I thought you
When
meant
you
other
when you were
CPUs.
dying, when you were looking for your beeping,
Mm-hmm.
I talked about this. So anyway,
Yeah.
ladies first.
So they're going to be expanding their lineup. Well, there will now be 10 different Ryzen CPUs to choose from. At the low
My
end,
camera died.
yeah,
Give me
it
a
froze.
Give me a second. There we go.
Okay, let me just full screen it again. Okay. So at the low end, you have the Ryzen 3 it's a lot of threes. It's the Ryzen 3 3300 with 6
Ryzen loves their
cores
traces.
with 6 cores and 12 threads with a base clock of 3.2 gigahertz and a turbo of 4 gigahertz.
Okay.
Starting at the low price of $99 with a TDP of only 50 watts.
Ooh.
Then replacing the 2600, you have the 3600, the Ryzen 5 3600, which will be an 8-core CPU, 8 cores, 16 threads, up to 4.4 gigahertz turbo speed. Now, once you get into the Ryzen 7, you're getting more interesting. So the Ryzen 7 3700X, the replacement to the 2700X we have right now, whose turbo is 4.2, 4.3, it's 12 cores, 24 threads at 4.2 gigahertz base clock and a 5 gigahertz turbo clock with 105 watt TDP and the same price as the 2700X right now.
So I'm doing a little bit more research on on the 7 nanometer Ryzen crap. And I found yes,
not
the 7 nanometer
not the GPUs.
for both.
Okay.
For both Vega and yeah.
I have one more CPU to go over though.
Yeah, sure. No, but I just found an ad from AMD. It's not that helpful. It's just like improved performance per watt. No one cares. But I did find it has AMD Infinity Fabric Link, advanced peer-to-peer GPU communications. Again, this is an ad. So 2 Infinity Fabric links per GPU for high-speed direct connect GPU clusters, delivering up to 200 gigabytes per second GPU peer-to-peer bandwidth.
Your camera froze.
Don't show me this again. And then turn on.
Well, now you're just black.
That's racist.
Big black.
Yeah, no, it's black for me too. Okay. Come on. I think my camera fully just died. Hold on. Test video. And it's black. Yeah, okay. Hold on. Give me technical difficulties.
Okay, I'll keep talking.
This is what happens when I don't plug in an Ethernet cord.
Yeah. So, at the top end, you have the Ryzen.
At the tone of the voice, please
9.
record your message.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay, I can hear you. At the top end, we have the Ryzen 9 3850X. They're expanding into Ryzen 9 now. It's 16 cores, 32 threads on the consumer platform, with a base clock of 4.3 gigahertz and a turbo clock of 5.1 gigahertz. So it's double the cores of the 9900K and 100 megahertz higher turbo clock with a similar TDP for a similar price coming next year. So AMD might just steal the cake with CPUs.
Wow. They've pretty much always been a little bit ahead. Hey, there we go. They've pretty much always been a little bit ahead, but now there's just like,
Um,
screw it. Video connecting is bad. There we go. It looks good. Did you hear anything that I just said within the last 12 seconds?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
You may want to move to the left a little bit. You're pretty far to the right. Yeah, yeah. Just there. You. That's slightly better. Okay.
Kill.
So
Anyway,
what do you think of these new 16-core Ryzen chips on the consumer platform that are supposedly coming? One thing I should mention. This is rumor right now. It's based on some leaks, so it's not like
yeah,
finalized or anything, but it's theoretically possible.
it really is.
Decently likely.
Very likely.
Mm-hmm.
So your camera froze, buddy. Yeah, I know, Caleb.
Yeah.
So AMD, like I literally just said, AMD has always been a little ahead of the game when it comes to CPUs.
Well, once you say it.
Yes.
In the past few years.
And with the 7 nanometer technology, this is still an advertisement. I want to find something else other than a freaking advertisement. I guess we are going to be in for a very, very heavy treat when it comes to the 7 nanometer crap, which is not really crap. It's supposed to launch in 2019. It didn't exactly say when, but literally next gen. Whoa. Vega is 14 nanometers. Navi is 7. It's literally half the size.
Oh yeah, there'll be more APUs in the Ryzen chips now too.
Yeah, that is also true. A lot more APUs, which can be very helpful. That's the thing.
An 8
I'm
core
gonna
APU, if you're not doing other stuff, that's perfect because you get
Yep.
the onboard graphics and you don't need to like buy stuff. Like if you're just looking for something to do photo editing on, that Ryzen 5 3600G might be perfect.
Yeah. I'm gonna mention this because I get a lot of questions like this. Intel versus AMD. AMD is obviously extremely cheaper and favors cores and threads. The big difference between AMD and Nvidia, I mean not Nvidia, Intel. AMD don't really care about these APUs or not necessarily APUs, but video on board. So if you get an Intel chip,
ouch,
it's going to have onboard video. You don't have to have a graphics card to get video. But with AMD,
it's so slow.
You have to get graphics card. Actually, it's not that slow. When my graphics card was broken, mind you, I have an i3. It ran well.
Let me just look up a comparison between the.
When my graphics card was broken and I was running video off my i3, I was getting optimal GPU performance. Okay.
Okay, but the difference between your integrated graphics and Ryzen's integrated graphics is.
Well, yeah, but I'm not talking about Ryzen. I have an NVIDIA card.
Yeah. Well, Ryzen's onboard graphics is 5 times the performance of Intel's. So if you're going for gaming, like.
If you're going for gaming, if you're going for anything, just go with AMD. Especially if you're on a budget. And
anything except like the very top of the line system, you're gonna want to go with the Ryzen.
I have this one pimple, and you're not gonna take your eyes off of it for the rest of the stream.
No, I will not.
So when I first planned out my PC build, I was going with a Ryzen. It was a Ryzen.
Why didn't you do it?
Hold on, wait. It was either a Ryzen 3 or a Ryzen 5. I think it was a 5. It was hyper threaded. It had more cores, and even the cooler looks better. And there was a very good reason why I had to use Intel. and I completely forget why, but I don't know. No, I know why, because it wasn't hyper-threaded. About a year and a half ago, there really was no good, cheap, hyper-threaded Ryzens.
Yeah, but it had cores to make up. It had the same number of threads, just
But
not enough cores.
I needed to get hyper-threading,
But
and
why?
now
Why do you need
because
hyperthreading if you have cores to replace it?
hyper-threading does good with video editing. It really does.
Yeah, but more cores will be even better. Like 4 cores, 4 threads
Listen,
for the
buddy.
price is better than
Listen,
2 cores,
buddy.
4
I'll
threads.
give you more cores.
Thanks,
Anyway,
I need some more with my 8 cores. It'll be obsolete by the time the Ryzen.
before we get into a fist fight, over the air,
Punch.
I think it's time
Punch.
to go into halftime that everyone is waiting for.
Yay!
So, before we do go into halftime, I do want to talk a minute before my camera freezes.
Okay. That you might have like just a couple minutes.
Just a couple of minutes.
Yep.
I do not have an Ethernet thing plugged in. I usually do, so that's why my camera is going to be a little bad. We all do. I want that Ryzen 9.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I'm going to build another PC, I'm going all AMD.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what we're going.
Whoa.
I was waiting for that.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
Caleb, turn your camera off.
Okay.
Yeah. Turn your camera off.
That better?
What?
Did I accidentally crash the stream?
Yep, you did. We're all dead now.
Yeah.
No.
Thanks, Caleb, for ruining Boat Tech News.
What you did do is move Alex off screen.
Yeah, I'm no longer on screen no more, and you took my place. Hold it. You can just
on, so let me
get rid
end.
of- he doesn't even know how to turn his camera off.
Okay, that's better.
There we go.
There.
And can you turn
There
your
we
mic down just this tiny
That solves
slightly
the
bit?
problem.
Wait.
I can't turn my mic down at all.
Okay.
I'm
Anyway,
really blue
Caleb.
in the camera.
You are?
I have a big blue light around my window. And
Okay.
So, if like for Christmas, and so it's all coming right on my face, and so I look really blue.
Anyway, Caleb, so you're here because we're going to guinea pig you for our halftime.
Yay.
Why?
I am sure that you've heard of PC Part Picker, no?
No.
Oh. So, alright, whatever. So, when Holden and I plan out builds, and we've done this a lot on Botech News, we use this thing called PC Part Picker. Well, at least I do. I don't know what Holden does.
I just use
Um,
Amazon, the old-fashioned way.
It's the old-fashioned. Yeah,
The
okay.
old-fashioned way of
Sure.
building computers.
Sure. So, Caleb,
Yep.
we're going to do a challenge. So, we're going to give you around 5 to 8 minutes. You're going to have to do it on your phone, so we're going to give you a little longer. It's a little more difficult on your phone. To pick out PC parts to build a PC, and we purposely picked you because you know nothing about PC building and you know nothing about picking PC parts. So when you're done, Hole and I are going to look at it and puke horrifically.
And you can
Now-
send us the link, and we'll check it out.
I will send. Yeah, exactly. I'll tell Caleb how to send the link.
Yep.
I should probably start recording this for my channel, shouldn't I?
You can.
I don't care. We originally were gonna have Luke, but he chickened out. He's a baby.
Luke.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
too.
start
He's
recording.
not even watching the stream now.
I'm too tired. That's an excuse. So anyway, Caleb, here's the link. You can get on it, but PC Part Picker already has a built-in thing to help you. So let's say you pick your CPU first. Let's say
Yep.
you pick an Intel CPU. When you go to pick a motherboard, it's only going to pick the Intel CPU for you. The motherboard that's compatible with it. So you most likely will pick compatible parts. You have a budget.
Hopefully.
Oh, what should the budget be set to?
Ooh.
I
500?
I was gonna say 800 because
Ooh,
a
that's-
beginner PC part builder, you'd go for a budget build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say 1,000.
Let's do 1,000. Yeah.
1,000?
You have a budget.
$1,000.
You have a budget of 1,000 US dollars. You do not need to buy peripherals. You just need to build the PC.
So CPU, motherboard, memory, storage, video card, case, power supply, optical drive, operating system, software, monitor, external system, and custom.
If you need an optical drive.
Okay, first of all, it's external storage, not external system. You don't need the software monitor or external storage. So
Okay. Yeah.
or no,
'Cause
yeah, or operating system.
I don't know what half of these do, so.
You don't need the optical drive either. So it's literally just
Include an operating system.
yeah, we can't help him. What am I doing?
Okay, so
you
can I
need-
start?
Hold on, wait. So you need the CPU, the motherboard, the memory, the storage, the video card, the case, and the power supply. That's what you need. If you go for a CPU and you decide that you want a CPU cooler, you can. But anyway, so how much time should we give him? I'll time him. 6 minutes? Holden?
Huh?
How much time should we give him?
6 minutes.
6 minutes? All right.
Mhm.
I'll get it ready.
Okay.
Tell me when.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Intel.
So in the meantime, Luke is a piece of crap. I'm just
Mhm.
kidding. Luke is one of
So-
our friends.
Alright.
I've been watching you guys. I knew, and
You've been watching us.
the Ryzens are good, and they're cheap.
Okay, now he's being a suck up. We gotta kick him off. I'm just kidding. Holden,
See,
I know
using
Holden.
the
Caleb, do me a favor.
Smart.
Yeah.
I don't think Holden can really manage his audio well.
That's
Try
fine.
not to speak so loudly, because like
Okay.
my eardrums are bleeding.
Is this good enough?
It's fine on my end. Like you guys are like basically equal in volume.
My red blood is going on in my red headphones. Hashtag red not pink.
What's the cheapest cooler I can find?
Remember, Holden. I keep on wanting to tell him tips, but don't tell him. Don't help him at all.
Okay.
That water.
So-
with like a Xeon.
So
No, he watches enough. He watches Boat Tech News. He knows what he's
no,
doing.
so I skipped a lot of bits and pieces.
No. Just go with it.
Skip parts of our
I
shit.
also don't know what you're talking about most of the time.
Anyway, so also if you have your PC all set and you plan to opt out before the 6 minutes, you have every right to do so.
No. we
So,
must force
currently
him
I've
to.
spent
I'm gonna be
$300.
on regime. I'm gonna be all snowflakey for the rest
Uh-oh.
of the stream.
Uh-oh. Pink
What?
no red. Duck Mom, you've been promoted.
Snowflakey.
Ooh.
I'm gonna make myself all snowflakey.
I
Snowflake.
don't know what these
I'm snowflakey.
do, so
What are these?
$44 one.
I'm snowflakey.
Video card. What's the cheapest video card?
Get a 750.
You have
That's
zero
the
price,
greatest.
so let's go with you.
Or even a 710. 710's the best of the best.
know what these do. What are you watching the live stream?
I can hear it.
I guess the audio is good. I don't know.
It's you guys are fine coming in on my end, so
You're a little quiet.
who is?
You're a little quiet.
Hey,
Me?
quick question.
I-
How is a tesseract? What's a tesseract?
It's a four-dimensional cube.
No, like the
Oh, the case name. That's a case.
Can't help him. I never heard of what a tesseract. I never heard of that.
It's deep cool, I think.
Yeah, Deep Cool Tesseract SW, ATX Mid Tower.
Yeah, it's a case.
Oh, are these the ones that Walmart uses?
No,
No.
no. Walmart.
What are
uses
the
their
ones that-
own proprietary case? I think.
Oh, okay. Should I quickly should we do an article on that?
On Walmart.
The new Walmart PCs.
Ew.
Just the pure fact that I can add $0 ones to my list just makes me glad.
$0 what's?
There are things
$0
that say
what's
there's things that say price not available, which makes my
um
life so much easier.
no,
It has
pick
to have a
ones
price
that have a
available.
price.
Oh, okay.
If it
Yeah.
doesn't have a price available, that means it's out of stock, or it's like there is
Wait.
no more. So
What
it
if
has to have a price.
what if he chooses an
You
ATX
have 2
motherboard
minutes.
for a micro ATX case?
Every
So
time I go to Best Buy, and Adam even sends me pictures,
I don't go to Best Buy
um,
anymore.
it's always a mini ITX or a micro ATX board in this gigantic case.
Mm-hmm.
It's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
so how many minutes do I have left?
You have 1.5 minutes. Dun, dun, dun.
I need an optical drive?
No.
No.
Okay, so then there's no point in keep changing that. I need a software, right?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
If
What?
Caleb, if you're down there, you're pretty much done.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
You
then
don't
I'm done.
you don't need an optical drive software operating system.
Yeah.
So what? All right, what do you have? The CPU?
So for CPU, I have an AMD
No, 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 wait,
Ryzen.
wait, wait,
Wait,
wait,
wait,
wait,
wait,
wait,
wait,
wait,
wait.
no.
You're
Whoa,
gonna
whoa,
send us
whoa,
the link
whoa,
and we're gonna
whoa,
look at it.
whoa.
Oh,
No,
how do
like
I do that?
what do you have?
What
Like
parts do you have? Do you have a CPU?
Yes, I have a CPU.
Do you have a
CPU
motherboard?
cooler, motherboard, memory, storage, video card, case, power supply, optical drive, and operating system.
all right, you can get rid of the optical.
Yeah,
I mean the
you
operating
don't need an
system.
operating system.
You don't need you like just get rid of the
How do I
operating
remove
Yeah.
system.
something?
All right, whatever.
Remove
You don't
cooler.
need
There
it. All
should be
right.
a
Anyway,
bonus, but
so
Do I need
there
an optical drive?
you don't
you
need
don't
it, but it'll
the
be bonus points.
I don't have one. I don't miss one either.
So
Okay, so
somewhere near the top, I don't know how this is on phone, but there should be something that says permalink, and it gives you a link.
Mm-hmm. Put that in the stream chat. That's probably the easiest.
No, yeah, okay, the stream chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because he won't be able to because it'll delete
it will.
What?
Why?
because you're putting a URL in the chat.
Just
All right, timer done.
put it. Just
I
put a
can
space
send
after
links.
the slash, or before the .com. Send
Yeah,
the
let me
link
see
and
if there's
if
a
it
You
works.
permanent
should be able to hit that. Get that.
Oh wow. Okay, so hold on. Let's look at this.
Wait, he sent it.
He sent it.
I don't see it.
It's on. It's in the group chat.
I
Oh,
need
in
you
the
to
group
tell me how
chat.
bad it is.
Oh,
right, so-
okay. Wait, let me get to Discord first. Cause no,
Duh.
cause my Discord has the. Oh wait, just excuse the mess with the camera now.
Okay, so the
There we
motherboard
go.
you picked does not have a price, but don't worry about that.
Yes, it does. It has
Oh.
$99 and 90.
The
Yeah.
motherboard?
Yeah.
For me, it's not available.
RGB RAM. I'm so proud.
Oh wait a minute. Okay, wait. Okay, so hold on. So
Okay, wait. Here, I can put this on
share your thoughts first.
mine first.
Let's go in order. What about the CPU?
Holden goes first. Holden,
I'm gonna put the thing on stream, so
All
that
right,
the
yeah,
people can
yeah,
see
that's a
it.
better idea.
There we go. Hopefully, so we've got a Ryzen 3 chip. That's good. I might go a little bit higher for the price since you're having a.
Yeah,
Another
you
graphics
have
card
a lot more money to spare.
Especially since
Um,
you have 2 optical drives in the system, for some reason.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I accidentally did that. Like I just clicked it once and it added 2.
Also, you added a graphics card and the what the heck, the process you picked has built-in graphics. It has the built-in Vega. If you're getting the graphics card, I wouldn't get an APU.
I still don't understand what you're saying.
Just in case.
Okay, so basically, the graphics card, there's a graphics card on the CPU that's good enough.
Oh.
And if you are not going to use it, then I would get a CPU that doesn't have the onboard graphics card, but has higher performance otherwise.
See, I don't know. I didn't know how to check whether it has like the on thing graphics card or something like
So,
that.
like
Yeah,
within
with
your
AMD, it's
$1,000
pretty
budget,
easy.
you could bump this MSI 1050 Ti up to a 1060, which would be about $40 more. So that'd bring you up to 770. And then you could replace the 2200G with a 2700X or a 2600X, somewhere in that range, for $100 to $200 more. And then that'd be a huge upgrade to your system.
Yes. Go with
And
Holden is usually better in graphics card than I am because I'm cheap.
maybe your case could use a little bit of upgrade because wait, does that even I don't know if the case you got supports
ATX
Okay,
mid
never
tower. No, it's
No,
fine.
Yeah,
It's
would,
fine.
it
would
says all
support
parts are
the
compatible.
optical drives you chose, but
So, the cooler you picked, not a bad cooler, $17. Do you plan on overclocking, Caleb?
or I wouldn't
What
buy
do you
that at
mean
all.
by that?
Okay, so overclocking, it's literally in the name. You take the clock speed of the CPU, or you can do the same thing with a GPU, and you overclock it. You increase it, so it basically makes it faster. With that, that's why you'd get a cooler. But AMD
Maybe?
Ryzen coolers come with, not only do they come with coolers, but they come with pretty good coolers on their own. So you could have saved $17 there.
Yeah, Deck Bomb just pointed that out.
But
the
like
other day, and it's like,
that's
alright,
like
it's not
getting
cool.
really nitpicky. I have my i3 6100. It's not overclockable, so it came with a cooler. I would have got coolers just so it would be cooler, but you know, whatever.
That's not cool.
Motherboard, there's not too much to talk about it.
That's a
MSI,
good motherboard.
you're not overclocking, so
Mhm.
yeah.
That'd
Memory,
actually be a
good job,
decent-
my boy.
Yep, RGB,
What a
3200 megahertz.
Yeah,
Good job. I'm so
I-
proud.
I saw
you
the
made
RGB.
Holden proud.
Okay, I'll be honest with you. I saw the RGB. I'm like, ooh, a name I recognize.
R3 has a stock cooler. Yeah,
Do you know
The
what
only thing
RGB
I memorize.
means?
he knows what RGB is. For storage,
Okay.
Caleb. So you got this is where
I
you
didn't
really
notice
saved
that.
your
Oh,
money.
No.
Yeah, Holden,
Yeah.
you're gonna make Holden cry on
I
this one.
knocked over a trash
Why?
can running away from your hard drive.
Did I do a good job or a bad job?
Bad.
Well, okay, so
You need an
you
SSD.
picked the hard drive. You picked a 1 terabyte 7200 RPM hard drive. Hard drives would be used for storing things. What everyone does is they get another drive called an SSD.
Mhm.
I'm sure you've heard of it.
Nope.
Okay, well,
Not
it's
at all.
basically a smaller thing. It doesn't have a spinning hard drive, so it's a hell of a lot faster than a hard drive. But that's what we would do for an optical drive. I'm not what that for operating system.
Optical drives? Oh no. Okay.
Listen, Holden, I'm sorry.
I thought we were complaining about my storage.
Yes, we are. So, especially since you have $300 left, distribute that into a SSD, like a nice $100 one that has 200 gigabytes of storage on it. Video card, like the hard drive that you did pick was not bad itself, but Caleb either does not like know anything or he's being a suck up. He has the same video card I have, the MSI GeForce GTX 1050 Ti, 4 gigabytes.
Wait, what? I just picked the cheapest one.
Okay, well that works too. You could have if you had a budget of $1,000 and we weren't gonna dock points, we weren't gonna give you extra points for. What am I trying to say? Never mind. Anyway, I would have easily, like Holden said, get a 1060. Maybe you could slum it with a 1070, a very cheap one. But I would have gone with that 1060. Like easily. And it's only $40 more. Yeah, you could have got a 1070. Anyway, the case, for the case and the power supply. Okay, the power supply, Caleb, very nice job. The power supply. The power supply is where I thought we were going to make fun of you the most, but no, you did it.
Maybe,
he got
maybe
an
a little
EVGA.
expensive for the build, but it's good.
Yeah, but he got an EVGA Supernova, so he got name brand. It won't
Mhm.
explode. and he got 80 plus gold certified, fully modular. So he did a very fantastic job with the power supply. And the case you could have done a little better, but like the case is like the least of the concern at all. And
Like I
yes,
said, I had no clue what I'm doing.
well, yeah, that's why we have you. Again, the optical drive, you have two for whatever reason. Optical drives are the things in your computer that you put the discs in case you didn't know, Caleb. A lot of people don't have them anymore. It's irrelevant. I was going to have one, except I found out the one that I had, which I ripped out of a PC, was broken, and I didn't put it in. But most people find it irrelevant. You don't need it, but it's $19, and it's nice to have just in case. And so far in the total, I cannot see the price of the motherboard because I have my PC part picker set to only have listings from Amazon and Newegg.
Oof.
But what's the total, Holden?
$728.50.
So you have $200 extra to go toward A, the video card, B, the storage, maybe even a Ryzen 5. Maybe. But yeah, like the built-in Vega on that CPU probably jumped the price $20 for you. And so did the optical drive, so that's $40. The cool CPU cooler, you really did not need it, but I know where you're going with it to make it look a little better, so I'm not really gonna say anything about the cooler. Overall, Caleb, pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Like really, I think we're gonna have Luke on. Hi, Rise Shoddy. I think we are gonna have Luke on at some point. I'm gonna rip him out of his bed and say, "Come, let's do this," because I want to see Luke do this.
Yeah.
But Caleb, overall, not a bad job.
I think overall, probably the things I would have changed: Ryzen 5 2600 instead of the Ryzen 3.
Ryzen 3.
A GTX 1060 instead of the 1050 Ti. Maybe
I
upgrade
think
the
with
case
the
a little bit. Switch the
Who do you
drive
think?
out for a power or
Who do you?
SSD. And then yeah.
Do you think Luke's gonna do better than I did?
No.
No.
No. Caleb, you could probably make toast better than Luke can. Anyway, so my suggestions definitely Ryzen 5. Any kind of Ryzen 5, to be honest with you, if you have $200 extra. A 1060, definitely a small little 2.5-inch SSD drive for your operating system. That'll cost $90, $100. And if you have the extra money, maybe 1070. The case, I really don't know what to think about this case. I see why you picked it, but most PC enthusiasts would not pick something like this. But like I'm looking at it, Holden, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, it doesn't look bad at all. But I mean, the inside, easy to work with. The dimensions are pretty big. It can support many motherboards. It just looks like cheap to you and me because exactly that reason.
Yeah.
Just to make sure again, you guys are okay with me recording this, right?
We don't care. It's only copyright infringement.
Oof.
We'll sue you.
That is 100% acceptable.
We don't care. Anyway, Caleb, thanks for joining us this evening.
You are welcome.
And we hope you have a fine rest of your day.
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Okay, now that he's gone.
It's gonna sound quiet.
No, now that he's gone, he's probably still watching the stream, but I don't care. I'm kind of a little bit jealous. When I picked out my PC, I knew what I was looking for, but he had absolutely no experience, and he put together something very coherent.
That's better than the
This
Walmart
is not
PC.
bad.
Like
Exactly. Caleb, who has no idea what he's doing, put together something better than the Walmart PC.
Yeah. It's not hard to put something better than the Walmart PC. I mean, they'd have to plug in their graphics cards, so... But... I'm getting progressively
Caleb.
darker as the night goes on.
Caleb, good job.
Yo, make a
I
series.
literally the only reason that's shocking. I wanted to have Luke on so we can make fun of him. Wow. Wow. Yo, make a series like this. This is a series. This is episode 8. Okay, I'm hyped up on water. All right, Caleb, you can have your moments. Anyway, I think, is it my turn?
Oh, okay. Like you talking to subs about PC parts. So basically like we did with Caleb, but in a series.
Oh, yeah. We'll have Luke
cool.
on, don't
That'd
worry.
be cool. Yeah, we'll definitely have Luke on. We might have someone else on if that's...
We're getting Luke on, whether it kills him or not. He can get out of bed.
Luke has to come
on. I would, like, when Caleb told me he couldn't go on, I was looking through the Discord. Like, I had to find someone. Whoa, what happened to my...
Dude, your camera froze again.
Yeah, I know.
Now
Okay.
it's just black.
Yes, I know. This is what happens when you don't plug in an Ethernet.
That is not good lighting. I look death. Vote in the chat yes or no on this lighting.
Hey, look at that.
Oh. No.
Did it.
You can't see my lighting right now, but it's horrible.
I sort of can. I'm looking at the stream right now.
No, like it's too delayed. You haven't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right.
It should have just about now come back on.
Oh yeah, that is awful lighting.
It's bad.
Ugh.
Bye lighting. I'll go with dark over death.
Dark over death.
Yes. You know, snowflakes.
Oh boy, here comes my throat. So I was going to mention this in the beginning of the stream, but over the past week I've not been feeling well whatsoever. Not only do I have a sore throat, but the last couple of days I've been knocked out with headaches.
You're dying of a sore
and
throat.
skull problems.
Skull problems?
Skull problems.
It's scoliosis.
And I'm just starting to get a sore throat again, so we might have to end this a little sooner than usual. But anyway, speaking of not feeling well and sore throats, Fortnite, Epic Games takes on Steam with its own fairer game store. Fortnite is taking over America's economy. It's making its own economy. It's going to be its own country. Its flag, it's going to be like just Fortnite logo with a top of America's flag. Anyway, Fortnite has released its own version of Steam, its own game store.
Ban this guy from chat. Wow.
Nick, leave him alone. Epic Games is the developer of Fortnite.
Oh, wow. Okay. Your message didn't get through to the top chat. It was filtered out.
My message?
No, the other one. The second one he sent.
Oh, I didn't even see that one.
Oh.
But yeah. Anyway, so
it's not. Don't use that language.
What? Yeah. Alright, whatever. Goody two shoes. Epic Games, the developer of Fortnite and the widely used game-making software Unreal Engine. Hold on, they use Unreal Engine? I mean, it's not a bad engine, but I mean, they made a bad game with a good engine. Alright, anyway, I'm sorry. Is about to start selling other companies' games too. Epic is launching a new online store like Valve's Steam that will similarly feature third-party games, marking yet another substantial threat to Steam's dominant position as the lead distributor of PC titles. Epic Store, which is set to launch soon, will start with a select number of PC and Mac games, and it will open up to more developers. More developers next year. This was published yesterday. My throat is dying terribly. So anyway, Holden.
Yes.
The Verge here, your favorite, states that Steam now has a substantial threat to its dominant position as a lead distributor of PC titles. Do you think Epic Games is going to get very far?
I don't know.
Spoiler: no, they won't.
Once
like,
Fortnite dies, it's gonna kill them.
Exactly. Fortnite
It's
is
like the
literally
one-hit wonder of gaming.
their only thing. And like everything else, in case you didn't know this, it's gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to. So they're not gonna last very long. They can try, but oh well, I don't care. While we don't know which games will make the initial cut, stay tuned for game announcements Thursday at the Game Awards, the company hints. Epic CEO Tim Sweeney tells The Verge that he's aiming to ultimately include. I see iPads and iPhones in the bottom of this paragraph. Aiming to ultimately include quality games of all sizes and genres, and is open to expanding the store to Android and even iOS. Should Apple allow users to install a competing storefront on its iPads and iPhones? Slim chance of that. Okay, Alex, breathe. Breathe. Do your exercise as you did. Okay. All right, stay calm. All right. Apple, Fortnite, two very unsuccessful.
Apple.
It is open to expanding the store to Android and even iOS. Should Apple allow users to install a competing storefront on its iPads and iPhones? No! All right. I said it.
Alex is getting mad.
In this situation, I'm with Apple. Can't believe I'm saying this. There's a slim chance. This is in parentheses. There's a slim chance that Apple will be using. That they will be using this. They'll either be having this on iOS or they will be putting iOS games into this, which is probably going to be the only thing that's going to make this more successful than it has to be, and last longer than it has to be. Well, I want to watch me yell. Whatever. Come on, let's go. Anyway, whatever. So, it won't be games built using Epic's Unreal Engine. Epic says its store will be open to games built using the competing Unity engine and other software tools, but Epic's still plugging its own tools for games made using Unreal. Epic says it will waive Unreal royalty fees for sales generated through the store. Unreal developers traditionally give Epic a 5% royalty cut on all sales. More promising, however, is that Epic says it will only take 12% of all games revenues within its store, with the remaining 88% going directly to developers and publishers. Oh no, Holden, we're screwed. We're screwed. Steam is gonna die now. Get ready for the gaming industry to crash. The mobile gaming industry has been doomed for the last forever ago. But now PC is going to crash because this one company came out of nowhere, released a game that's pretty popular, and now they're going to take over America's economy. And I know saying it that way, but Alex, you're over exaggerating. Yeah, I know I am, but whatever. That's pretty much what's going to happen now. This to us is them taking over America's economy. It really is.
Yeah.
Why did Holden
Why
just
did
hide
Holden-
under your desk? You did?
No, I hit my desk, and it was my Echo Dot because when I said "oh no," it
Oh.
heard echo. I was shutting it off.
Hold on. Steam's new 25% and 20% great improvement for the top 1% of games and makes Steam a significantly better. Okay, I'm done reading this.
Okay.
At least in front of a bunch of people. Anyway,
In
so
front of school
what
children.
Holden.
Hmm.
So, do you remember way back in the ancient years I asked you if they're going to ever be successful? And you said no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's say your name is Tim Sweeney. Okay? And you make a game, your company makes a game, and it's pretty popular. Okay?
Okay.
Are you going to try to take over the entire industry of gaming?
Definitely.
No, you won't, because doing that is caring for money, and you don't care about the royalty of the gaming industry, right, Holden? Right, right, exactly. Tim Sweeney's 50 years old.
Wait,
Really?
this is like an actual person.
He's the CEO of Epic Games.
You just know that off the top of your head, or did you look?
No, it was literally in the article I just read.
Okay. Good.
um. Oh boy. Well, anyway, Go Tech News episode 9. Yeah, we're all screwed. That's all I'm gonna title it. Anyway, your turn.
Okay. So, Samsung Galaxy S10 renders. So they're renders. They're not actual images. Feature a big hole in the display.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
So renders from OnLeaks at 91 Mobiles identify a device as the Galaxy S10 Plus, and there appears to be something that looks kind of like a notch, except it's a hole in the screen. I will put it in the that's big in the stream. It has a hole right in that corner right there. It has a big hole.
I can't see it.
Well, I can try to. It might have just gone through.
It might have.
Might have. No,
Maybe.
here, there we go. I just sent it to you
Oh, look
through
at
Discord.
that. I right when you put it on Discord, I see it in the stream.
It's basically just got a big hole in the upper right hand corner.
Nice.
So this thing says the software will probably work the same as like with a notch, where the status bar will go around it. And apparently
Put user in timeout.
What?
I have the power.
For what?
I didn't know you could do that.
You could do what?
You can put people in timeout.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it also appears that there's still a heart rate sensor at the end of the rear camera bar, even though like that thing's huge. Samsung is also apparently keeping the headphone jack.
Wow. That's something Apple doesn't do.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm going to say that constantly. I'm sorry.
That's basically it. I'll put
So,
the link
at the
in
all right.
chat.
What? All right.
If you guys want to see all the pictures.
The image I'm looking at right now.
Okay, well, I'll have to put it in with a space after the .com.
The image I'm looking at right now is the right side of the screen.
Well, I can't send it in chat, but
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Is the image that you sent me is the right side of the screen?
The right side is the screen, yes.
Okay. All right.
Why did
So
you
the
think the
hole.
other side was the screen?
I couldn't tell. I
What?
thought they were both. At first, I thought they were both just covers. I'm like, what? So wait, what? Because the stupid bending on the edges.
Oh, yeah.
Pro tip: don't get a phone with bending
Mm-hmm.
the with edges. Everyone who owns a phone drops the damn thing, and instead of landing on the side of the phone, it's going to land on the side of the phone. But the problem is that the side of the phone is the screen, and the screen's gonna crack. And then you're gonna be pissed off and go out and buy an iPhone 10, and I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm gonna throw that iPhone 10 out the window, and now we're both pissed off.
Mm-hmm. So
Anyway, so I know what you mean about the hole in the middle of the screen.
Mhm.
Does that annoy you, Holden?
That would annoy me, yes.
That's exactly how I feel with that tab in front of that 10.
The tab I don't notice.
It's unnecessary. It doesn't need to be there, and it just gets in the way.
Mm-hmm. I agree that it's unnecessary, and it doesn't need
This
to be
like
there.
this
I don't
takes the
think it gets
cake,
in the
but
way. Hmm?
this is right here. So this is where the camera is.
Hmm?
In this hole, this is the camera.
Yeah, or two, because it's got 6 cameras on the phone.
I see
So I
that.
don't know how many cameras are in there. It could be up to like 5.
Well, I mean, one of them has to be partitioned for the FBI, so
Yeah. Okay, so it's got 4 on the back at least. And
yeah, I can see the 4 and then the flashlight.
looks like 2 in the front. It's a lot of cameras for a phone.
I actually want to borrow a phone like this with one of those tabs or this. I want to use it for a month and see how much it drives me insane. Like honestly.
I think it'd be cool to have like all the phones and just test them all to see which one you like.
Mhm.
Like for a week. They should have like a program where you pay like
It's-
$10 to get
it's-
a used phone from them.
It it's funny
For a week.
because the phone I have, if you'd call it a phone, is like I like it, but
Mhm.
to most people like you'd probably look at it and then look at me and say, "What the hell?" Because this generation is screwed, and 14-year-olds apparently need to have $1,200 phones. But anyway, when a lot of people come to me and they say my phone sucks, and they have one like a Galaxy or a Android or like a Samsung or something like this, I'm like, "Hey, you want to trade phones for a week?" And then I'm like, "Dude, you don't even want my phone." I give them my phone. They look at it. They're like, "What brand is it?" Is it just me, or is
or a calculator?
is HTC like literally that off-brand? I thought it really even wasn't that off-brand.
It's not that off-brand, but it's not the first thing you go to, and phones.
I know
aren't the
that.
first thing you think about when you think of them, either.
Because like every time someone asks what phone I have, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I have an HTC Desire," and they're like, "Wait, what's HTC?" I'm like, "Listen, that's because you have an iPhone 10. You don't even know what phones are." I know at least 5 people that have a 10, and it's just like,
Mhm.
why?
Me.
Yeah, because yeah. My God,
But,
why do you have an
I
iPhone 10? Because your friend Holden has one. And yeah,
don't
okay.
notice the notch.
He's also lives in California.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, no, didn't HTC invent the Vive?
Mhm.
Not invent, but create the Vive. Yeah,
HTC Vive and Vive
yeah.
Pro or Plus or something. I don't know.
HTC sponsor us. Listen,
That'd be.
I have your
good, that'd be fun.
I have your phone. Okay, sponsor us.
Yay. Send me your phones. I'll try them out for a week.
Yeah, Holden,
Worst
let's mail each other's phones and we can test them. And then I won't give it back because I'll shoot it.
I have Christmas phone.
You have what?
Christmas phone. I got a skin and it's green and red. It'll show up
The
in
10 is
it'll show up
bad.
in the screen.
6 is the best. No, all iPhones suck, except for the ones that Steve Jobs personally created.
You know what?
Red
I
headphones.
have the best
Hashtag red,
headphones.
not pink.
SE.
Oh, I see your screen.
SE over X any day.
All right. So Holden,
Uh-huh.
I probably should have mentioned this last month or like a couple weeks ago. What's the new iPhone 10? That's $1,500. Is that the iPhone XS?
It's the 10s Max, so the bigger one with like 512 gigs of storage or something.
So what's your thoughts on that one?
I mean, I don't know why it's so much more expensive for that much.
Because it's
like, more
Apple. That
storage.
explains your question. What do you think of the phone itself?
It's too big. Like I've tried
Okay.
one, it doesn't fit my hands.
Oh, so you've tried one.
Huh?
Boy.
What?
You know, one day never mind. Anyway,
One of my friends.
do you know what's gonna be like
works
the
at
big?
Apple, so I get to try all the new phones.
Who's your friend?
Hmm?
Who's your friend?
What do you mean? Who's my friend?
Just kidding. So wouldn't that be such a coincidence? I'm gonna be the CEO of Apple in 20 years. Just saying.
They'll look back at this and be like, "Why was he
They'll-
so
they'll-
angry at himself?"
They'll find this. Ugh.
Yeah, the
Anyway,
$1,500 phone is 512 gigabyte.
no, like
10s
like
Max.
honestly, like the new iPhone 10 is just like, all right, really, you should have just stopped like 10 years ago. There's no
think
need for a $1,000 phone.
It might have been better.
Like
if-
you just like, this is like literally just saying, we give us your money.
I think it might have been better if with the notch, if they just cut it off at the bottom of the notch.
Have I been calling it a tab?
Huh?
It's called a notch. Have I been calling it a tab
You have been.
the entire time?
Yeah.
And you haven't called out on it?
No. I've learned not to call out what things you call things.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It's like you can't do that
Oh,
with Alex.
Oh,
It won't.
I've been so confused because Alex keeps on making fun of me. Like, oh, the stupid knot or the stupid tab at the iPhone. I'm like, yeah, it's stupid. I've been calling it a tab the entire time.
It's a notch.
It's called a notch. It's called a notch. Okay.
It's like the creator of Minecraft. It's notch.
Yes, I can remember it that way.
Yeah.
Alex, I hate you. Anyway, I'm afraid that wraps up this evening.
It does.
I
I have another
we've been
article.
all right, you honestly do because it's been an hour and a half.
I do, but it's a quick one.
All right, go.
It's more just a public service announcement, basically.
PSA.
Yeah. So, big Q&A site Quora, which I actually use,
Yeah, I
had
know them.
100 million users affected by a malicious data breach yesterday, Tuesday. So their CEO said in a tweet, "We have discovered that some user data was compromised by unauthorized access to our systems. We've taken steps to ensure that the situation is contained and are notifying affected users. Protecting your information is our top priority." Now, my personal experience with this is I tried to log in to Quora after the hack. I didn't know about it actually yet, and I got this message. It was like, "Your account may have been compromised. Change your password." And it wouldn't let me in with my old password. So they're definitely going through measures to like mitigate the harm out of it, but it's still unfortunate. I'm glad they're doing things. If you're on Quora, you know, change your
Be
password.
careful when
Yep.
anywhere on the internet. That's truly.
Yeah.
I just realized you're wearing a Stranger Things sweatshirt.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's so old and faded though. Because I've had it for like 2 years.
Okay. Anyway, so finally that's about done.
Yep. 1 minute already.
I'm breaking my streaming panel. What the heck?
You're breaking your streaming panel?
My chat is following my mouse.
What?
Okay, there we go. Well, you do the outro.
No.
Wow. Spying. A true legend. Alright, well anyway, Caleb, my camera's frozen. There we go. Anyways. Caleb, if you're still watching, thank you for joining. Wait, did you just eat decoration?
Yes, I did.
Okay, well that's not